Welcome back to the Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
Today we're having a look at the Rollins Tennessee Whiskey.
Alrighty, so today we're in the Rollins. This is Tennessee whiskey, so as in like Lincoln County process. So it's gonna be, it's like Jack Daniels. That's why everyone knows about Tennessee whiskey. Is Jack Daniels. So
Jack Daniels charcoal filtered?
that's what Tennessee whiskey.
This is maple.
That's
where
maple charcoal.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. The Lincoln County process is the process of after you've made the bourbon. I know someone commented Jack Daniels isn't bourbon. The literal owner of Jack Daniels said that it's bourbon. It's technically not legally bourbon after the Lincoln County process, but by God, it's bourbon. Chill out. Basically, they put bourbon through it's a filtration system of maplewood charcoal, and that's what designates it the Lincoln County process and can be deemed Tennessee whiskey and not just general bourbon. It's bourbon that's gone through an extra step. Technically not legally bourbon anymore, but I swear I'm gonna start swinging on people who start nitpicking about like it's not bourbon. Grow up.
This is another cheap bourbon.
Yeah, it was like 45.
46.
Generally, the Lincoln County process, because of maplewood, it's quite sweet. It adds a level of sweetness. You get that kind of lolly candy sweetness with Jack Daniels. You get a little bit more banana notes. Well, we do at least. I know about the general consensus
out of Jack.
Out of Jack, yeah. So I'll be interested to see how similar this tastes to Jack Daniels.
I'm getting a lot of maple. I don't know if that's...
I'm getting a lot of sweetness. Seems richer. It's quite like yellow. I don't know how old it is. I know the distillery as well. That's always a problem with these budget ones is that it's...
I thought this was another one of those like slow and...
because of the weird... The label is so annoying.
It's because
it's just like all relatively same size font and the same font, so you don't know what's the name of the company and what's the specifications of the whiskey and stuff. Slow sipping Rollins Tennessee Sour Mash Whiskey, maple charcoal filtered in the state of Tennessee Distilling Limited. Like,
easy for you to say.
It's just like this massive kind of thing, and not just like Rollins Tennessee Whiskey or something like that.
But then again, I've just noticed this before we started recording. It says bottled in small batch. I've seen this in every single damn Murphy's I've ever been to.
Small batch means nothing. There's no legal designation for small batch. Jack Daniels can say small batch. They generally don't because no one believes them, but a lot of people do.
Well, it's got like a huge Canadian hit in it.
It's got a weird... It's got that mapley sweetness.
Yeah. With a lot of corn as well.
Yeah.
And barrel impact.
Getting more dark, like kind of milk chocolate or something like in there as well. It's like a green note as well. It's not rye, but like there's that kind of like touch of... Obviously there's most likely some rye in there, but like it'll be a very small amount.
You know
it's
really sharp, yeah.
That's what I mean. It's got like that. It's like nail polish, like ethanol, just kind of like burn. But without, when this is like, I would literally say that this is a 50%er, except the flavors are not condensed in the way that a 50%er is.
Yeah,
it's got the thin, shallow flavoring of a low proof whiskey, but with the burn of a 50%er. It's pretty dry. Like it does kind of suck the moisture out of your mouth and drops down. There's not a whole lot here. I don't know if maybe our palates aren't good today. Because the other bourbon we just did, I felt quite similar about.
But then again, they are $40 bourbon.
They are, yeah. I don't know. This is just
I'm getting a lot of like dry hay.
Yeah, me too.
Not so much banana, which is good, but I'm getting simple maple syrup.
I was about to say, no, I'm not getting the banana. This does not taste anything like Jack.
No.
This does not have that lolly sweetness that Jack has. This is quite...
This tastes like a rye.
Tastes like a rye-soaked bit of charred wood, but like...
But with sultana as well, which is weird.
A bit of Everclear on there as well. It's not just like straight bourbon. You have the rest of the Rollins. I'm going to try it. Oh, it's going to be so oxidized. I still want to try it.
I reckon this is one of our oldest bottles of bourbon.
We don't rebuy Jack.
We don't drink it though.
That's why we don't rebuy it. It's been here for years. Oh my god.
That's just Nana.
Nana. No, that's Nana. That's absolute banana.
Yeah. It's like Is that those sugar?
Those big
Banana
like yellow
things.
kind of mushy ones
Yeah.
are like musky banana. That is so sweet banana on the nose.
At least it has.
Jesus, that's so obvious. Yeah, no, I know
It has
at
flavour.
least has obvious flavors.
Yeah.
This is just like kind of this weird generic mulling of just kind of
And
like.
this is mallow as well.
This is obvious flavors. I'm like, ooh, damn, that's super sweet banana. Like, there's notes. This I'm just kind of like confused. It's just bitey and dry and meh. It's like darker. I'm actually getting proper dark like maple charcoal. This I'm not. It smells more like a Tennessee whiskey, but it does not taste like it. This
No.
smells and tastes like what I think of when I think of a Tennessee whiskey. It's actually got a weird smokiness.
Smoky.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just like losing it, but I'm getting like this weird kind of ashiness.
So like texture. It's like whiteboard marker texture.
Yeah, there's flavored markers in the banana one.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
I definitely prefer the Jack.
They're about the same price, and I would happily drink Jack.
Mm,
Even mixing, I would go Jack over this.
definitely, yeah.
This has got too much spike.
Well,
and
for
it's-
mixing, like you want something that's got like flavor, but it's not got bite or burniness.
yeah.
Like this would just kind of like stick out in a bad way, whereas this will blend in well.
This is,
It'll be
the
more
nose is
cohesive.
also really off-putting for this, because it shows a lot more on the nose, and there's also more flavors. Like I'm getting raisins and
Yeah.
what are they called? Sultana? Is that
Yeah, sultanas, yeah.
So like, is a raisin just a sultana?
Yeah, same thing.
I get confused by
We're
American.
trying to cover like the language used for the same item, but just across different
Yeah.
countries.
I came out with raisin.
And then question the
Yeah,
words
this-
that we actually have used our entire life. I watch too much American TV.
Yeah, there's a weird raisin note or a sultana note
Yeah.
in Australia that I don't necessarily like.
No. The Jack, honestly, the Jack smells and tastes so much better. And I never thought I'd say that because I was I was quite opposed to Jack for a while. And I mean,
I think
probably because
we abused it.
we abused the crap out of it when we were younger. We're like, oh, that was our drink, and we definitely did not do it.
That was my
We
first,
didn't drink it properly.
first ever alcohol was a bottle of Jack.
Yeah, when we were
A 1
yeah, I
litre
remember
bottle
that.
of Jack.
That was my fault as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll get you drinks. Just a bottle of Jack each.
And you packed in and I was still going.
Let's not talk about that. Either way, a bit disappointing. Price-wise, it's fine, and it probably would definitely do the trick.
But when there's other things like Jim Beam
But
or
they're the
Jack,
same price
Yeah.
that do taste better, and not just like better for someone who's like super into whiskey and wants like really nuanced flavors. Better as in just generically, objectively easier drinking. Then this isn't that. Like Jack and Jim Beam take the crown over this, definitely.
I mean, that's why they're the kings of bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're easy drinkers. If you enjoyed this episode of Everything Whiskey, let us like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you next one.
Cheers.